If you are a HDB owner, you need to know this, so watch on. Hello, I'm Belle Tan. Today, I'm going to talk about the HDB resale price trend and where it's possibly heading. If you have been monitoring the news, you would have seen this article from the Straits Times. HDB resale prices are up 2.9% in 2025, and this is the slowest growth since 2019 and post-COVID period where prices have increased by quite a bit. And this slower growth is due to the supply of BTO and sales of balance flat that have been pumped into the market constantly. If we look at quarterly year growth, you'll notice alarming double-digit growth in 2021 and 2022. This is due to BTO construction being disrupted during COVID and it could not take place. So many buyers actually switched to resale. In 2023, we see a sharp drop in growth. Mind you, prices did not fall, they just grew more slowly. And this is due to various reasons. Firstly, in September 2022, the government introduced a round of cooling measures, including the 15 months without period. So what this means is, private homeowners who have sold their private property have to wait 15 months before they can buy a resale HDB. So this actually removed a big group of buyers, the cash-rich private owners, from the HDB market. So 2023 was the first full year this rule took effect. In addition, other cooling measures include a higher floor interest rate on loan assessment and lowering LTV limit for HDB loans. So all this actually add borrowing constraints to buyers. And not helping, the rising interest rates actually peaked in 2023. Lastly, we keep hearing the government announcing that 100,000 BTO will be launched from 2021 to 2025. So buyers see that they have options and they choose to wait and see. Then in 2024, we see prices rebounded again. Buyers realized 3 to 4 years is after all quite a wait and they started looking at resale again. And private home owners who were sold in 2022 or 2023 by now would have finished their wait out period. They come back to the market with cash and urgency to buy. So all this actually pushed up demand, and when demand goes up, sellers are encouraged and they start to raise their expectation and prices. Come 2025, what have we got? Again, we repeatedly hear news about BTO supply being ramped up, more sales of balance flat, and there'll be an influx of MOP flats. So if we look at these charts, here you will see that the sale of balance flat is the highest among the last 10 years and BTO supply remains high. And for MOP supply, you see that this year and the next 2 years, we are going to have an increasing supply. By now, we see that all these are real actual supply. They are not just announcements anymore. Those BTO that were built in 2021, 2022, buyers are now collecting keys and have moved in. And MOP supply coming into the market is also real supply. So buyers start to see that they now have options, and with choices, they have bargaining power. And sellers who are seriously wanting to sell need to be realistic in their pricing. So this push price pressure down. Moreover, the government has announced that the wait-out period might be relaxed before 2027. So for them to make such announcement, the prices must have been cooled to a good level. In 2025, the growth was only 2.9%, but what's alarming to note is that in Q4 2025, the growth was 0%. And this is something we have not seen in the last few years, except for Q1 2020, which was COVID. And resale volume has dropped by almost 3,000 units. When transactions drop, price drop. When price drop, valuation can be affected. And when valuation is affected, sellers who want to sell their flat need to be really realistic in their pricing. So what does this mean for HDB owners? If we look at the whole resale price index graph, do you not see a similarity between here and here? And since Q4 is zero growth, what can we expect this quarter? I think we are all eager to find out. Based on the above data we have seen, 2025 likely represent a peak for HDB resale prices. That doesn't mean prices will drop overnight, but it just means that from now on, there will be very little upside. So dear HDB owners, do you want to be selling at a high or wait to see prices start to drop before you take action? Now is the time to make smart exit decisions. We have seen that price index have dropped, BTO, sale of balance flat, MOP supply will be increased. Transactions have dropped, and the government may increase BTO further. So all this will actually affect your valuation when everything slows down. Moreover, given that interest rates are falling, this is exactly the time to buy your next property after you have sold at low borrowing costs. So this is the perfect time to sell high and buy low. Connect with me, Belle Tan, and I'll be happy to have a private discussion with you regarding your exit plan and how you can progress to the next level. See you in the next episode.